Alright, so we're going to move on to dessert. So we've got some strawberries, some heavy cream, sugar, and vanilla. We're going to make a little strawberry parfait. Before we get into that, real quick, so the heavy cream, you might see it as a heavy whipping cream, or it might just say heavy cream coming in, you know, Sheps makes it, Borden, all the milk companies are going to have their own brand of it, but it's just a high fat content cream that we're going to use to make this happen. And you're going to save a little money at the end of the day too when you look at it. So the 16-ounce container of heavy cream, which we used a little bit for the mashed potatoes earlier, this was like $1.60 versus paying $2.98 for one of the aerosol cans. Again, very easy to do. You can use this for any occasion. Flavor the cream however you like. If you want to make some different flavors, maybe a little pumpkin spice in October for you Beckies out there. But let's get into it. Let's make this happen. Alright, so we're going to get started with the strawberries first, and the reason I'm doing this is we're going to do a maceration on this. So, you know, it does sound like marinade or marination, but what we're going to do is we're going to get them sliced up, and then we're going to sprinkle just a little sugar on them, and the sugar will help to draw out the natural juices of the strawberry, and it'll create its own sauce. So it'll be a nice little delicious strawberry sauce there to go in our little parfait. I pulled out some graham crackers. We're going to add a little graham crackers to our parfait layers just for a little texture, a little crunch in there. It'll be really nice and snazzy. Got my bowl in the freezer right now because we want that bowl as cold as possible when we go to make this whipped cream. Warm bowl is going to delay the time it takes to have that deliciousness. It's going to make you work a lot harder than you want to. Alright, so let's get those in. We actually grow strawberries here. Every year I plant them. I am not a green thumb by any means, but we are getting there. Maybe one year I'll have a full crop of strawberries to do this with. Alright, a little sugar. Let that get all over. And we're going to set that aside and let it start doing its thing. Let's get on to this whipped cream and grab that nice cold bowl. Now, one thing you can do that might be helpful is if you take a damp towel, make a little ring around the bowl there to hold your bowl into place. It just helps a little bit. This is a small bowl, so we won't really need that. We can use our hand. What we're going to do, we're going to go right in there with our heavy cream, with our whipping cream. I think we need it all. It's just him eating this today. We'll go in with a splash of our vanilla. And if you don't do a lot of baking, you may not know, like, vanilla is crazy expensive right now. It has been probably for like the last 2 years or so. Something about a drought or a fungus maybe where they're being produced. So it's really expensive. So the imitation, by all means, is definitely usable in this as well. And you can flavor, like I said, you can flavor this with anything at all. It's just a basic cream. Alright, so we're going to go with our sugar. And I've got a lot of sugar here, about a half a cup. I think it's a half a cup. We don't really need it all. I just don't want to go back. So we're going to go in with our sugar. And then, this is where the magic happens, alright? And by magic, I mean elbow grease goes into this. You're just going to whip it. Whip it good. Yeah, don't be afraid. Alright? Fellas, it is not as easy as it thinks. I'm sure you've got a lot of practice with your dominant hand, but when you start whipping this, you're going to feel that burn. You're going to feel the burn. Doesn't matter which direction you go in, you just want to get a lot of air into this product. That is what makes whipped cream whipped cream. Now, if you're living high on a hog, and you can enjoy the luxuries of all these awesome gadgets that they make day in and day out, you can actually get a canister that will do this. It takes little CO2 chargers. You just put your cream and flavor in there. You shake that bad boy up, and it spits out whipped cream for you. Alright, so again, you gotta keep it whipping. Just keep going. Getting air incorporated into it. The more you whip it, the stiffer it will get. So if you want a really thick and heavy whipped cream, you're gonna whip it really hard for a while. Sometimes I use a bigger bowl so I can get more movement. I don't know, it just makes you feel like I'm not working as hard. So keep whipping. starting to get that air in there now, so it's starting to get a little fluff to it. It burns! It burns! Alright, let's turn that a little bit. Oh my lord. Alright, it's coming. It's coming. You can also hit this with just a touch of cream of tartar, and it'll really make that whip tighten up. I mean, it'll almost make meringue, if you will. Still whipping, baby. And you're thinking to yourself, Lucky, why do I want to stand here and wear out my forearms whipping cream when I could just pay an extra $1 and change and get the can and be done? You know what? I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, you could show up at Thanksgiving with the can, spray it all on your pie and all that. I mean, you could use the Cool Whip if you wanted, or you could make a delicious flavored whipped cream that you can't get in the store. You know, call it artisan and charge an extra $1.50 for it. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. So you can kind of see, or maybe you can't, sorry for the whiteout, but it's starting to thicken. We're able to make a bit of the soft peaks is what they call it. So you're starting to see that it's coming together, so we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Could you imagine this doing this for a party in like the 1800s? Got 200 dignitaries coming and you're in the back with a bowl, and Bessie by your side just whipping the crap out of her milk. Some old lady next to you with these rough knuckles making butter. I don't know why she has rough knuckles. That's not very nice. Alright, so you can see, keep whipping. It's getting thicker and thicker. Alright, thicker and thicker, so let's whip it a little more. Oh, alright, we don't want to go too hard on it. It's starting to look like frosting on us now. Alright, so you got that. Move it aside there. Like I said, he wanted a little texture. I'm just going to chop down some graham crackers we had from a s'mores adventure about a week ago. Then let's build our little dessert. There's no wrong way to build a dessert. I don't know anyone over 90 pounds that'll tell you there's a wrong way. Alright, now remember we put the sugar on those berries. I didn't let them sit very long. It didn't take very long to get to this point, but as you let them sit longer and longer, you'll see the juices start to gather in the bottom of that bowl or whatever vessel you are using, and that makes a delicious sauce to go right on top. It's all natural. All natural. Alright, a little graham cracker for texture, a little more of our house-made whipped cream. Someone's special occasion will be coming up. We just had Mother's Day. You got Father's Day, ladies. We like desserts too. We don't just need tools and socks. So, you know, just saying. Birthdays, to be able to make your own little desserts there. Boom, a little extra on top. And, yeah, there you go. It's a strawberry parfait. That is what they charge you $4.50 at your restaurant for. What do you think? Yeah? Alright, get out there and enjoy it.